Now imagine a 180-year-old energy giant on the brink of disruption. That's the story of Schneider Electric in 2018. But rather than doubling down on business as usual, they made a daring move, opening up to external innovation. Did it pay off? Let's find out. Welcome to Business Model Hackers, where we explore business, strategy, and management tools through case studies. Now, each week we examine real-world applications of concepts and frameworks using case studies from research and our team's engagements. Now, to protect confidentiality, some details may be altered, but the lessons remain authentic. Get ready to uncover the insights behind influential business decisions. In today's episode, we're going to dive into the story of Schneider Electric, a global energy management and automation company that faced a critical juncture in its innovation strategy. Sam, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. And I'm glad to have you here. I want to talk about Schneider Electric. And I was wondering if you could give us a brief introduction. Can you tell us some background on the company and its industry?
Schneider Electric is a multinational company with a presence in over 100 countries. It has a long history dating back to 1836 and has evolved to become a leader in every management and automation solution. The company, I became aware of the company when I first started working at GE myself. I worked at one of their power distribution divisions at the time. And if you recall, the CEO and his policy was, if you're not number one or number two in your market, get out of the market. And at the time, Schneider was number one. They were our fiercest competitor. The company serves a wide range of markets, including utilities, infrastructure, industrial, machine manufacturers, non-residential buildings, data center, you name it.
Now, Schneider Electric seems to have been a successful player in its field. What specific challenges or decisions did the company face that brought it to that crossroad?
Schneider found itself in a rapidly changing market landscape. Several forces were potentially disrupting its existing business model, like the threat of e-commerce players disrupting its traditional electrical distributor model, the emergence of new technologies like the Internet of Things and renewable energy, and the rise of Asian competitors. The company had to decide to adapt its innovation strategy to navigate these challenges and maintain its competitive edge.
Now let's analyze Schneider Electric's decision through the lens of optionality and the strategies discussed in your book. What alternative paths could the company have taken, and how might they have leveraged optionality for better outcomes?
Well, Schneider recognized the need to explore more transformational. In 2018, the company restructured its initiatives to address innovation at the edge and created a new department called Innovation at the Edge, led by Heriberto Diarte. This department aimed to create an ecosystem of partners, nurture a new line of business, and work with Schneider's B2B channels to avoid being squeezed out by e-commerce players.
Now, let's analyze Schneider Electric's decision through the lens of optionality and the strategies discussed in your book. What alternative paths could the company have taken, and how might they have leveraged this for better outcomes?
So while creating innovation at the edge was a step in the right direction, Schneider Electric could have gone further in embracing optionality. They could have applied optionality triad framework to ensure a balanced portfolio of options, growth stocks, and mature businesses. This would have allowed them to better navigate the uncertainties in the market. In addition, I think they could have focused more on identifying and nurturing their natural fractal units, the building blocks of a resilient business strategy. By segmenting its business into potential NFUs and assessing their optionality scores, the company could have made more informed decisions about where to allocate resources for growth and innovation. Another strategy they could have leveraged is embracing discontinuity for innovation. So by actively seeking out and investing in disruptive technologies and business models, the company could have positioned itself to shape the future of its industry rather than merely reacting to changes.
I think as we wrap up, if there was something you could say about the key takeaways from Schneider Electric's story for our listeners, what would that be?
I think the key lessons from Schneider Electric's case is the importance of proactively embracing optionality in the face of market disruptions. By creating a balanced portfolio of options, identifying and nurturing natural fractal units, and actively seeking out discontinuities, companies can enhance their resilience and ability to innovate. Leaders should continuously assess their business through the lens of optionality and be willing to make bold moves to shape their future.
Thank you for sharing your insights with us today, Sam. I hope that our listeners can also understand that we hope to encourage them to think about how the principles discussed in this episode could apply to their own decisions in business. Next time, join us as we explore another fascinating case study on the Business Model Hackers podcast.